So today I'll be showing you 10 easy anime cosplays that you can make with clothes you probably already own, starting with everyone's favorite assassin mommy, Yor. So the main thing you need for Yor's outfit is a slightly longish red sweater, and on the bottom you can either go with tights or leggings, but I pick leggings because they're comfier. Now you might be thinking, damn, my sweater is not looking as cute as yours, it kinda looks like I'm wearing a sack instead. But here's the trick, all you need is a giant safety pin, scrunch up the fabric on the back, pin it together, and ta-da, now you have a perfectly tailored sweater dress. Trust me, nobody cares if the back of the outfit looks like shit anyways. As for Yor's iconic hairstyle, I seriously considered impulse cutting my bangs for this video, and then promptly realized that was an awful idea. So I ordered a pair of clip-on bangs instead from Amazon. Then take out 2 long strands of your own hair and leave them in the front. As for the back, if you just put it into a giant bun, it's probably close enough. For a headband, you can use any generic white headband if you have one. If you don't, you probably have an old white t-shirt that's been lying around in the bottom of your closet for like 7 years. Just take that and cut out a really long rectangle of fabric. Now you're gonna hold the band up to your head and pinch the 2 spots that are right next to your ears. That's where the buttons on your headband are gonna go. But I don't have any buttons, so we're gonna draw button-shaped circles on with markers instead. Hey, I told you this was easy costumes, not good costumes. If you really wanna add some pizzazz, you can even draw some dashed lines on the edges so it looks like the fabric was hemmed. Now take your beautiful DIY headband and tie it underneath your bun. And that's the hairstyle. For shoes, just grab any nice pair of leather boots or leather shoes, and last but not least, accessories. It wouldn't be Yor if we didn't add a sharp knife to fantasize about. Now, I'm pretty sure that legally I cannot recommend carrying a real knife around, but it works well as a prop for a few photos. Anyways, yes, ta-da! 1 Yor Forger cosplay. For our next cosplay, we're going with an OG waifu, Winry Rockbell. First of all, you'll need a black tube top, but I don't have one, so I'm just gonna strategically roll up my black cami to make it look like one. For Winry's pants, you'll want some whitish, tannish cargo pants, and then just pull them up a little bit so they stop at like the thickest part of your calf. Then find a similarly colored whitish, tannish jacket to tie around your waist. If you don't have one, a long sleeve t-shirt works just as well. Of course, next up we've got our head wrap. You can make your bandana with basically any green t-shirt that you have. Just take the arm pieces towards the front of your head, fold up the neckline so it's hidden, and use little arms to like tie a knot in the back. And again, don't forget to keep 2 locks of hair out in front. Winry rocks some tan slides, but honestly, I think black slides will slide too. Haha, yes, I thought that was funny. She's also got some tan leather gloves, but again, let's just pretend that they're black. But something non-negotiable is her wrench. It makes her extra recognizable. And voila, you are now ready to fix some automail. And yes, as you can see, I have no idea how to use this thing, and that's probably a good thing because I don't actually want to unscrew the wheels off this car. Next up, we have Kaguya Sama. So to make Kaguya's winter seifuku, all you need is a long black sleeve dress and a white collared shirt. You'll want to put the shirt on underneath the dress, duh, and then just make sure you have some of the white from the shirt poking out from under the sleeves. For the red ribbon, I found some random red string lying around the house and tied it into a bow. Unfortunately, my ribbon was too short to, actually tie it all the way around, so, once again, a good old safety pin came to my rescue. As for Kaguya's hairstyle, honestly, I always kind of thought it was one of those anime hairstyles that defies gravity, but it turns out Kaguya actually shows how to do it herself in the manga. So step 1, leave some long strands in front, then you'll want to put your hair into a pretty high ponytail and fold it up on itself. Then you just tie it together with a red ribbon, or in my case, a cut up piece of old red t-shirt, and it definitely takes some time to figure it out, but once you put it up, it looks pretty darn cute in real life too. For the finishing touches, find a pair of black knee-high socks. The only black socks I had these Nike logos on them, so I just took a Sharpie and colored it in. And ta-da, you're now totally ready to go tell Shirogane. And just like that,
本日の勝敗、かぐやの勝利。
Next up, we've got Kugisaki Nobara from Jujutsu Kaisen. So we're gonna start out with a white t-shirt, and yes, this is the same white t-shirt that I cut off earlier. I didn't think through the ordering of this video. Then you'll want to find a suit jacket thing. One thing you'll notice is that Nobara's jacket has these gold buttons, and as you can see, my jacket just doesn't have the same level of pizzazz. Luckily, I've got a hack for you. Bust out some good old printer paper, color it with some gold or yellow colored marker, and then cut out some button-shaped circles. Then just tape it on top, and there you have it. Again, this is easy cosplays, not good cosplays. On the bottom, you'll want a flowy medium-length black or blue skirt. You'll also want to add on a chunky black belt, or honestly any belt at all. Most of the time, you probably can't see it under the shirt jacket. And on the bottom, you'll want some black tights and some nice leather shoes. And once again, you cannot forget Nobara's accessories. Nobara's hammer and nails are such an iconic weapon choice, and when the outfits are simple, having an easily recognizable prop helps a lot. And yes, I'm aware that I'm holding screws and not nails, but it's all I had, okay? Alas, I don't have any good solutions to Nobara's hair other than a wig or scissors, so this one's for you, anyone who already has shoulder-length hair. So remember how Yor was the best assassin mommy? Well, that's because the best assassin is reserved for Killua. You're gonna start off with ideally a long sleeve dark blue turtleneck, but honestly, any blue long sleeve shirt will work. I actually put on my shirt backwards because the neckline was higher in the back, so that's one idea you can also consider. Then you want to layer on top with a loose V-neck light purple shirt. Somehow, for once, I actually had exactly what I needed. Of course, if you don't have this slightly off shade of purple, a regular white V-neck shirt is probably good enough. You'll just be ever so slightly less recognizable. And on the bottom, you want a pair of loose, blurplish shorts. The most important part of the outfit, though, is Killua's exam badge. And once again, we're bringing out the DIY and DIY costumes. So grab some more printer paper, draw a big, actually more like medium-sized circle on it, and write out the numbers 99. Then just cut it out and tape it onto your shirt. Tape is actually kind of magical. Okay, anyways. Killua is one of my favorite characters ever, but I have no idea why his shoes look like that, so I recommend just wearing any pair of old, funky, chunky sneakers you already own, and that's probably close enough. And once again, I don't have a good solution for his hair, so this one's for you boys who already happen to have white spiky hair. As for Killua's iconic prop, we've got a skateboard. And with that, you're now ready to breeze on through the hunter exam. Or, fail miserably because I have never skateboarded before in my life and I stole this from my sister. Okay, moving on. Next up, we've got Luffy from One Piece. So, seeing as I'm not a dude, I can't just flash my chest in public, so we're gonna have to make do with a skin-colored sports bra on top. I unfortunately do not naturally have an X-shaped scar on my chest, so you guessed it, it's time to break out the paper. I also do not happen to have a six-pack, so you can either, work out for months in advance to get one, or draw some marker abs, which is much funnier anyways, trust me. And of course, you'll need a long-sleeve red jacket, or honestly, if you don't want to flash your marker abs, you can always just wear a red vest or red shirt on top instead. On the bottom, you'll want a pair of blue shorts. I probably could have used the same shorts as Killua, but hey, more variety is fun, right? Then just like Winry, you're gonna find a yellow long-sleeve shirt or jacket, or scarf I guess, and tie it around your waist. And if it feels like you're missing something, it's probably because you're missing the golden buttons. So I'll just be stealing them from Nobara's cosplay. And lastly, you can't forget the straw hat. So just find a nearby straw hat, put a red ribbon on it, and if you don't have a red ribbon, paper probably works just as well. And yeah, this cosplay is really for the boys out there, because I think, Luffy's hairstyle is one that people actually have. Also, I haven't actually watched One Piece yet, so that's why I have no idea how to pose. Alrighty, next up we have Tohsaka Rin from the Fate series. You're gonna want to start off with a long sleeve red shirt and a flowy black skirt. Technically, a pleated skirt is ideal, but I think a flowy one works okay too. So I still don't have thigh-high stockings, and I'm just gonna use some regular black socks again, but if the Zettai Ryoiki is really important to you, you could just buy some from Amazon. And then it's time to put on some twin tails for that signature tsundere look. Rin actually also has a bunch of hair just flowing in the back, so be sure not to put all of your hair up. Next, you're gonna wanna cut out a white cross and 6 little white circles. One pro tip is if you stack a bunch of the papers on top of each other, you can actually cut out multiple circles at once. 2 of the little white circles go next to the cross, and the other 4 buttons are on our sleeves. To finish off the hairstyle, you wanna add in 2 black ribbons. And at this point, I don't think anyone is surprised that I don't have any, so instead I just cut out 2 ribbon-shaped pieces of paper that I colored in black, and then bobby pinned them into my hair. I actually think this works really well, it pretty much gives off the same effect. Lastly, you're gonna want some brown leather shoes or boots. And ta-da! You're now ready to go surf the world some sick-ass hair flips. Next up, we've got Makima from Chainsaw Man. So Makima has one of the most plain outfits ever, which is actually a great thing if you need an easy cosplay. The downside is that the world will have a hard time telling if you're just dressed to go to the office or cosplaying one of the hottest shonen girls in our era. Anyways, the one thing that can help you look more recognizable is by copying her signature hairstyle. And for the rest of the section, I'm just gonna shut up and play Makima's voice, cause it's so freaking pretty.
Denji-kun, 気をつけてね。覚えて。だから、ちゃんと餌はあげるよ。
Anyhow, Denji has the exact same outfit as Makima except the shoes, so there's your cosplay idea for any boys out there. Power-chan's outfit is pretty close as well. You just roll up your pants, untuck half your shirt, and grab a blue jacket. To make her horns, I took some thicker paper, made some red squares, realized that I don't know why I made squares when her horns are very clearly triangles, cut them into triangles, and then put them onto my head by folding a bit over and pinning it in with bobby pins. And there you have it, Power-chan! Okay, and for the grand finale, we're going with a classic look, Team Rocket Grunt. It's so easy to make and it's really recognizable. You'll just need a black long sleeve shirt, a skirt or pants, and a belt of some sort. And of course, by now you know the drill. Grab a sheet of paper, draw a giant red R on it, and cut that bad boy out. And then just tape it onto your shirt. For accessories, you'll want a black baseball cap and some rain boots. Canonically, the boots are gray, but black is definitely close enough. To finish off the look, just go to your local Target, and pick up a Pokeball toy. And with that, you're now ready to go steal some Pokemon. As you can see, I was clearly missing the Pikachu on purpose to symbolize Team Rocket not being able to steal Pikachu. It's not like I suck at aiming or anything, definitely not. Anyhow, I hope you found this video helpful or at least mildly entertaining. If it was, hit that subscribe button and I'll see you next time.